We got a 2021 College World Series champion, Nate, and their names are not Vanderbilt. It is actually Mississippi State with the upset in Game 3. Look, Nate. Um, First of all, let me start off with this, Nate. Let me start off with Game 1, okay? Game 1, it looked like what we thought it was going to be. It looked like Vanderbilt was going to destroy Mississippi State, probably get a 2-0 sweep, and then we were going to have to talk about that. But that wasn't the case, Nate. But Game 1, let's start with that. Game 1, Vanderbilt won 8-2. And overall, Nate, this wasn't the best game for Mississippi State. Mississippi State, they started pitcher Christian McLeod. He let go of 2 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs at that too, Nate. So that's a little bit unfortunate for him. And then after that, Chase Patrick, he let go of a run with 1 hit, and then Casey Hunt let go of a run with 1 hit as well. And overall, I look at Mississippi State, and hitting wise, they did a decent job. But the only problem with that, Nate, is Tanner Allen and Cameron James were the only 2 guys to score runs. Even though they had 1, 2, 4, 5. Overall, they had 5 hits in that game, which is not enough offensively. And defensively, they just had some bad luck. They let guys get on base, and then Vanderbilt just ended up packing runs. Now, Vanderbilt, let me tell you something about Vanderbilt, Nate, okay? Vanderbilt had 8 runs in that game. They had a total of 5 hits as well. But again, Nate, it's all about who gets on base, and it's all about who has more guys on base and everything like that. So Vanderbilt did a great job. And then let's talk about Jack Leader. Jack Leader, man. Probably the potential #1 pick in this MLB draft. He's probably going to go to the Pirates, which I feel bad for him. But
Yeah, me too.
Regardless, though, he pitched a great game first, Game 1. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and he had 8 strikeouts at that too, Nate. So I got to give him a lot of credit. And then Nick Maldonado, he ended up finishing the game, let go of 2 hits, no runs. And again, they did a great job pitching-wise Game 1. But then Nate came Game 2. And Game 2 was not anything to be proud of for Vanderbilt, okay? They lost 13-2. Let me tell you something, Nate. Mississippi State said, all right, you whooped our ass in Game 1. We're going to give it right back to you for Game 2 and 3. And that's exactly what they were doing. Now, I want to point to one guy, Nate, one guy on Mississippi State who did an absolutely amazing job, who just kept getting on base every single time, Nate. And his name was Rowdy Jordan. Rowdy Jordan was doing a very, very great job in this series. Guys like Tanner Allen, Cameron James, they've been doing a great, great job, And overall, Nate, Mississippi State had a total of 14 hits. I couldn't tell you, Nate. I could not tell you how you let go of 14 hits. But overall, Nate, they had a total of 14 hits. Tanner Allen actually had 4 runs. Cameron James actually he had 2 runs. Luke Hancock, he had 1 run. Josh Hatcher, he had 1 run. Logan Tanner had 1 run. Scotty DeBrule, he had 2 runs. Braylon Skinner, he had 1 run. Lane Forsythe had 1 run. I keep naming this, but we're going to be here all day, Nate. It seems like almost everybody on this team, except for probably 4 guys, had a run. Ridiculous, Nate. 4 or 5 guys on this team didn't have a run. But overall, you go to pitching for Mississippi State, and Houston Harden was actually the starting pitcher. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 hits and a run. He gave up 2 walks, and he struck out 4. And then Preston Johnson ended up taking over. He had 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, a run with 1 earned run and 2 walks as well. But he had 7 strikeouts. So overall, the Mississippi State pitching, they really didn't have to get into the depth of it, but they did a great job. And then as for Vanderbilt's pitching, Nate, let's just say it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best thing out there, Nate. Let's just put it that way, okay? Christian Little pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, only 2 strikeouts. Then you got guys like Patrick Riley. He let go of 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks. Remind you, only 1 strikeout. Nelson Berkwich, 6 hits, 2 runs, struck out 5. So he had a pretty good night too, but that was towards like the later on in the game where they couldn't really catch up. Hunter Owen had 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs at that, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And then last but not least, they finished with Donye Evans. He had 1 hit. He let go of 1 hit, and that was about it in 1 inning. Overall, Nate, Game 2, Vanderbilt's pitching was not there. And in Game 3, their pitching was not there. After Jack Leader, Nate, it seemed like the whole pitching for Vanderbilt just choked. You know, game three, Mississippi State ended up winning 9-0. Mississippi State had 12 hits this game. Ridiculous, Nate. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, Rowdy Jordan, 6 at bats, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 RBI. You really look at it, Nate. Tanner Allen had a run. Logan Tanner had another run. Scott DeBrew, he had 2 runs. Brylan Skinner had 2 runs. Kellum Clark had a run. And RBIs wise, Rowdy Jordan had an RBI. Luke Hancock had an RBI. Logan Tanner had 2 RBIs. Excuse me. Luke Hancock and Logan Tanner each had 2 RBIs. Kellum Clark had 3 RBIs at that. Lane Forsythe had 1. So overall, Nate, Mississippi State's offense just absolutely obliterated them for games 2 and 3. Mississippi State, they started Will Bednar. He pitched 6 innings, no hits, no runs, no earned runs. He had 3 walks and 4 Ks. And then Landon Sims pitched 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. So get this, Nate. In game 3, Vanderbilt only had 1 hit. They had a no-hitter until the 8th inning. But at that point, it didn't matter. You were up 9-0 as Mississippi State. Going to Kamar Rocker, who I remind you was actually a really good pitcher, but this game he didn't show up. He pitched 4.1 innings, let go of 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So not the best outing for him. Then they gave it to Chris McClevane. He pitched 2 innings, let go of 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Luke Murphy, 1.2 innings, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. And then Thomas Schultz was the last pitcher to come out for Vanderbilt. He pitched 1 inning with 1 hit, and that's about it, Nate. So overall, I mean, I got to be honest with you, Nate. The manager for Mississippi State, he absolutely did an amazing job, Nate. Chris Lamonis, excuse me. He absolutely did an amazing job. And Tim Corbin for the first game, he did a great job. But after that, his team just basically choked, But overall, I gotta give Mississippi State a lot of credit. And I have a quote right here from Chris Lamonis, excuse me. He said, and I quote, "You lose first game of the series, and you're sitting there, and you know how bad our community, our school, our program wants this trophy. When you're going to do something legendary for the first time, it was going to have to be tough." And the reason why he says it's the first time is because not only is this the first ever NCAA championship for Mississippi State's baseball team, Nate, it's the first ever NCAA state championship in Mississippi State's college program history. They've been part of sports for 126 years, never won an NCAA trophy until yesterday, Nate. So you know what? I'll let you go next, Nate. I basically explained everything. There's not a lot of words for me to explain. It was a very entertaining World Series, but at the end of the day, games 2 and 3, Vanderbilt just didn't show up. After Jack Leader pitched, it just seemed like everything went down from there, So with that being said, congratulations to Mississippi State on becoming the 2021 College World Series champions, and best of luck to them in the future. As for Vanderbilt, again, it's back to the drawing board. You guys had a great season, but ultimately you fell short.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to Mississippi State. Let's talk about Jack Leader for a minute, Mario, because he probably will be the number 1 overall draft pick in this year's MLB draft. Draft will be on from July 11th through July 13th. So if you want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, he's probably going to be the first overall pick, Mario. I mean, that could change. Jack Leader had an amazing year, Mario. He was 11-4, 2.13 ERA, and 18 starts. He also led the entire nation with 179 strikeouts, which is absolutely incredible. And his first 2 starts were no hitters too. Absolutely, he's an absolutely amazing pitcher, Mario. And who knows? I've been following up with the draft a little bit. There's rumors that he may go to the Pirates, he may go to the Red Sox, which I don't know how that's going to work, but hey, we scored Blaze Jordan last year, so if we can score that, we can definitely score Jack Leader. But I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know about all of that, Nate.
I don't know either, man. But that'd be pretty nice. Him with Chris Sale. I'd love that, dude. But look, going back to the College World Series, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mario. I think Vandy should have started Jack Leader later on. Here's why I say that, okay? You should have done what you could to hold the line in game one and then start Jack Leader game two. And that would have just sealed the deal. I always say it, save the best for last because and the reason why I say that is because you look at Jack Leader, yeah, he's an amazing pitcher, but here's the thing. You look at the rest of their pitching staff, and it wasn't that great. And even in the regular season, it was good, it was decent, but it wasn't elite. They remind me a lot of the Mets, except when their star pitcher starts, they don't lose the game. You know, Mets, you're wasting Jacob DeGrom. All right. That's what I think they should have done. They should have done what they could. They should have started some other starting pitcher to hold the line in game one and then start Jack Leader in game two. That's where I think they went wrong. But also at the end of the day, you know, offense has to step up too. It's not just the pitching. You know, it's not just the pitching that died. The offense kind of died too. So that was another problem that went for Fandy. That's pretty obvious. But I personally think that Jack Leader should have started game two and someone else should have started game one. Had that happened, I don't know. We could be talking a different conversation. Maybe we could have the same one. I don't know, but we'll never know because that never happened. But that's just my thoughts on it. But overall, Mario, Mississippi State, congratulations to you guys. It's your first NCAA national championship out of all the sports, which is absolutely insane. You would think that they actually won one, but I guess not. So congratulations to them. It's well-deserved. As for Vanderbilt, you know, again, it's back to the drawing board. And, you know, congratulations on a great season to you guys as well. It just wasn't enough. So back to the drawing board for you guys. And congratulations to all the teams that made it this far. And best of luck to you guys next year.